Hey guys, so a few years back I posted a video that was called my 500th cache, and in it I basically found my 500th geocache. Because it was a milestone, I wanted to try something a little bit different. So I went out and I found my first extreme cache, which is the one with the it was the one where I went on the bridge and we set up the ropes, and I had to harness myself in and just rappel across a little ledge over the bridge. It wasn't too bad. I wouldn't say it was extreme, but it was a bit different from all the other ones I found because I wanted it to be a special one because it was 500. That was December 2012, I believe. And obviously quite a long time has passed since then. It's been about 3 years since then. During that time I stopped caching for a bit while I was in college, and now I started uni. I've realised I have a little bit more free time, so I started up again. And over those past 3 years I've almost found another 500. At the moment I'm standing at 999 geocaches found, which means that the goal of this video is to find my 1000th cache. And I thought, well, seeing as the last one was a little bit of an extreme one, for my 1000th one, why don't I go for a little bit more extreme one, and then for the next 1500 one I'll go a little bit more extreme, and 2000 even more. But I thought, you know, that's just ruined my view. I'll continue in a minute when I had a nice panning shot, but I'm walking by some houses and it's ruined it, so be back. So yeah, I thought, you know what, instead of just slowly building it up, why don't I just go straight to the top? And when I say straight to the top, I literally mean straight to the top. So yeah, I'm in Scotland, came up for the week, and I thought, well, you know what, I can time it right to find my 1000th cache, which is going to be Britain's highest geocache, which is right at the top of Ben Nevis up there. Now, I'm not sure if that peak you can see up there is the top of Ben Nevis, because it looks like there's some sort of further back that goes into the cloud level. So I'm not sure how high this thing is. I know it's about 1,380 meters or so above sea level, which I'm currently pretty much standing at, so that's a lot of climbing. So this is a bit of an impromptu adventure. I didn't plan much. I don't even have a clothes. It looks really cold and snowy at the top, and I'm just in my Converse with my fingerless gloves and not even a coat. I've got a backpack full of food and water. Says it takes about 7 hours to get up there and back down again. Hopefully I can survive that long, and hopefully we don't have an avalanche or any other emergency that could, you know, be quite dangerous. Okay, so perhaps one thing that I should have mentioned in my little intro I did there is that I don't think I'm physically prepared for this one at all. I have no sleep. I got no sleep last night, absolutely none at all, and I'm still quite hungover. It's Scotland, everyone's an alcoholic. So as I keep getting closer to it, it just keeps getting like taller and taller, and I realise I haven't even started climbing yet. I'm just walking along this path to get to the start of a trail, and it's just like, I mean, on the camera, and it's a pretty small screen, probably doesn't look big, but I mean, this is apparently the highest place in Great Britain, so yeah, it's definitely bigger than anything I've climbed before. Okay guys, I might have made a bit of an error in my bearings. I mean, I don't actually have the best connection to go on. I screenshotted some Google images of Google Maps, so that's what I'm using. And turns out this very big, imposing mountain that's taller than anything I've climbed before isn't actually Ben Nevis. This one, which you can see there, is Mil Antishwide. I'm guessing that's the pronunciation. And Google says that it's a lower hill, 711 meters in height, and Ben Nevis was about 1,400. So Ben Nevis is pretty much double this height. And I just, what the? No, really? Oh no, I don't know. I sort of have mixed opinions about that. For one, I'm just like, oh, yeah. No, look at it. It doesn't look too high. But then I'm just like, oh, okay. So I've got to climb double that. And I feel like I can just see Ben Nevis peeking around the corner, but I don't know if you'll pick it up with the trees in the way. And it's, yeah, it looks very cold and snowy. So footwear, definitely got the right ones. Time is 11 AM. It is the I think it's the 28th. Let me just double check that. 29th of April, Wednesday the 29th of April, and we are about to make our first actual upwards step onto whatever this is. I'm a bit worried because that looks like a very high mountain, and it's so high that it literally goes into the clouds and I can't see the top. So I think that might be Ben Nevis. Yeah, looks right. So we're screwed, pretty much. We're screwed. So yeah, I'm just gonna start walking, I guess. We'll see how things go. Oh, this is such a bad idea. Someone stop me. Oh wait, you can't. It's already doing it. That's a shame. Ben Nevis path. Yeah, let's do this. Hey, look, I found something I can actually make use of. Look at this. We're down here near the Glen Nevis Visitor Centre. Look what it says. You can't see the top of Ben Nevis from here, pretty much. What people commonly mistake for the top is actually whatever that mountain was that I was talking about earlier, which is only half the height of Ben. So that is that up there. And then we've got to pretty much go on a freaking zigzag all the way up, all the way right up to here. There we are, 1344 meters. So I'm just going to read some of this because there's a youth hostel path here. So it's going to be 50 minutes from there. There's a lock on the mountain. I'm going to keep an eye out for that. Halfway Locken, 507 meters. You're not halfway. You're halfway when you get to the Redburn, which sounds painful. The path crosses a pronounced stream. That's when you're halfway. The zigzags, we can't take any shortcuts. We've got to stick to the path because it's unstable and slippery. And then it flattens out. There's a final pool called McLean's Steep. And then, yeah, we're here. And there's some nice pictures of birds and frogs and stuff. Here's an overhead view. We're right here. We've pretty much got to take the mountain track around this mountain here, which is the one that I thought was up there, to this lock. We can go have a look and have a picnic if we want. But I don't know if I've actually got enough food for that. Then they got the zigzags. There's the Redburn. And then we're at the top. And we can finally relax. So, update number 1. It's 11:15, 15 minutes already. Oh, I'm sweating, and I'm out of breath, and I've had a cramp already. This is going to be tough. I've done something I didn't think I was doing. I've taken off most of my layers. It's actually surprisingly warm walking up here. It's really cold, but it's generating too much heat or whatever, however it works. So, I want to save the body heat. I don't know how that works. I found a friend. There they are. Look at the sheep. Somewhere down there is where we started. Those sort of trees that my finger's sort of at now. We got quite high up already. Not too high up. 15 minutes though. I think we're making pretty good progress. So onwards and upwards. Starting to get a little trickier. My nice flat path that I started off with has sort of turned into a pile of rocks. Whew. Jesus Christ, I feel like I've been going for hours already. It's only been 23 minutes. Minutes since our last update, but I don't know if you could catch it on camera, but that's incredible. It's mist. Sort of just giant, almost like beams of mist. You can see it on the camera. Those sort of white cloudy things. It might even be a cloud, but I don't know. But I'm getting sort of sprinkles of water, and it's quite refreshing, but it's actually getting pretty cold right now. So I caught up to those people. They had a map, which is great, and I didn't realise, but you know the part where the path's connected, which said it would take 50 minutes to get to? Apparently we've hit it, because the path just went back on itself, and it's going back on itself again here. So I looked down, and there was a path down there near that fence where I stopped, where I started recording last time. The path from the youth hostel joined up to the path I'm on, and that was the one that said it would take 50 minutes to get to, I think. If that's the case, I've done it in half an hour, and we're sort of ahead of our pace. Right, well, I got excited then because I saw a bridge and a stream, and I thought this might be the red path thing that they're on about, but it's not, because we haven't actually got to the lake yet, so we're still not halfway. Making good progress. It's been 45 minutes. I'm still absolutely astounding. It's raining a little bit. I realised that the mist over there isn't actually mist, it's actually just rain. Like, that's what rain looks like from here. I mean, it's raining very lightly here, but this sort of cloud that you can see, that I pointed out earlier, it's come right through this sort of valley here. And I got caught in some of it, but it looks like it's clearing up now. There's actually still blue sky. As long as I can see blue sky, I think I'm going to keep going, no matter how much it rains. If it does all get really overcast and shadowy, then I might just turn back, but worst case scenario. Still going well. I hope we're nearly at the top of this one. It looks like we've gone a long way. I mean, it might not seem high from here, but it's very high. I don't know how many meters we're up. It's probably, I'd say about, I I want to say like 300, 400, I hope, but it's probably more like 200. 300, we'll go for 300. I hope I've done 300 meters so far. Although in 45 minutes that doesn't seem very possible, but that's what I'm hoping for. We still got lots of rocks. It got a very risky coming up to that bridge. I don't know if you can see it. I've also been and taken a few photographs, like this view here. That's lovely. I'm still on 1%, well not 1%, but I'm still on 1 bar out 3, so I guess 33% or lower. So I'm going to try and film very short segments, very sort of rarely as I go up. So that's it for now. I'll see you in a bit. I just found some other guys with a map. Everyone seems to have one. I don't. Oh, we're going this way. So I confirmed that this stream here is very loud. Not actually very impressive looking stream. It's the red path. So that will be the halfway point when we find the bridge that crosses it. We are circling around the side of this mountain, which is the one I thought was Ben Nevis. It's actually up there. Yeah, that's tall. And we're coming up to the lake. So I think for 50 minutes we're almost halfway. So we have done about 350 meters so far, which is, I'm very proud of myself for doing this. This one, 50 minutes, we were meant to be right back where I said the path split, and that was ages ago, before I spoke to those other couple. So I'm very proud. I feel like we might be up the top. I'm going to say, well, definitely by 3 hours, maybe 2.5 hours. So we'll see if we get there by 1:30. It's coming up to 12 now. I might stop and have a sandwich. But yeah, so that's the red path. But it's raining. Still quite nice and refreshing actually. It's not gotten to the point where it's getting annoying. We're coming up to the level where the frost seems to start, which I'm a bit concerned about, because that might change things completely. And I might have to put a few more layers on. But for now I'm coping. And I think that's the important bit. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. Look, that's pretty much the top up there. Let me wipe my camera. And we've come a long way. So yeah, it's going well. I'll catch you in a bit. See, I think there where I'm pointing is where it crosses the great path. So we are so close to halfway, but I've just taken a look up there. It's still going. Let me get rid of that little wipe. It's still going up there somewhere. I can't see the top. I don't even think I'll know the top when I get to it because it's going to be so cloudy. And so the rain has started to sort of turn into a bit of snow, which is nice. Weather's good. We are at 12 PM, I guess, midday. Been an hour since you can't even see the bottom anymore. Where those sort of trees start right there. That is so good for an hour. Like, I'm so proud. And look, look what we have. Yeah, it's our first piece of snow. Which, I mean, it's not as much as when we're going to get up there, but hey, progress. Woo! I can't describe the feeling. This is great. Oh, I thought this was a dumb idea, but seriously, I'm having so much fun. I'll see you at the top of the lake. I'm going to chill for a bit there. It looks nice.